Okay, so we're in Mollepampa in Chile, very close to Arica. And out of the 18 countries we visited, we've never encountered something like this. This room is a cell where the Spanish held Africans that were forced to procreate, used their children as slaves. The years after 1776, after that, basically the Jesuits were here in this area and they used slaves for labor. But when they left after 1778, the part of the Spanish crown that were in this area used these enslaved Africans for labor, specifically from Congo, Mandinga, Bestoche, Sudanese, Guinea. So from many, many parts, many, many ethnic groups. And basically what the historians have told me is that male African men were here and they would throw in a woman in here and they would rape the woman for 3 days. And this would go constantly. An average of 300 African enslaved people were in this area. So these rooms were actually used to force a woman to rape a woman so she would have a child that would be used as an enslaved person. So this is really unique because we're in Chile. A lot of people don't know that in Chile there's Afros. There's a lot of people that don't know that there's African diaspora in Chile. And most important, people don't know about this story where Africans were forced to procreate and their children were used as slaves. So not only were the African women raped by their masters in haciendas, and their children were used as slaves, but these African women were used to procreate and their children were used as slaves also. The Africans that did this, according to the history, they knew what was going on. What could they do? They didn't have any choice. They procreated and their children, they probably never even saw them again. So why is this important? Because we're in Chile. Because we're in Latin America, and this story has never been told. We've heard about theories of procreation forced for slavery, but this is actually true. And we're here in these walls where it happened, where over 300 enslaved Africans were forced to do this. Another reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show everybody that this needs to be conserved. We need to create funds to keep this in history, because it doesn't exist in the United States and doesn't exist in other parts of Latin America. It exists in Chile. It's very sad and it's very heavy. But if this is gone, that history might be gone. And we need to teach our kids in the future that there's a lot of suffering that happened, to our Afro descendants. So, we need to keep this.